Hi everybody, it's the end of December 2012 and Lou and Jimmy, we do our monthly taste testing, which we're going to have in another day, but it's a very sad day in America. It's been a sad week, with the shootings that happened in Newtown, Connecticut, in the Sandy Hook school. Our condolences go out to the families of the people that had somebody killed in the massacre there. The teachers, the administrators, you got to be so proud of them that they gave their lives protecting the young, of the school, the innocent children. I mean, it's one of the saddest days in my 57 years on earth. I can't imagine how many prayers must be said for them, but there got to be a special place in heaven. The administrators, the teachers that, sheltered the kids from anything. If there's a VIP section in heaven, they have to be there. It's just so hard to believe, it's not even a week later and they're burying the kids. It's very sad. I mean, the amount of bears or flowers that are put out there or praying, just can't be enough. When are we going to realize that, we need some peace on earth? And it goes back to something that I said a few times about helping the mentally ill. We don't take care of our own people well enough in the country. There are people in hospitals all the time that don't get the care that they need. And this really brings about, the mentally ill people. Okay, one thing, a number of years ago, there were 2 young children that died in the town where I live, and I remember it was very early Sunday Mass in the Catholic Church. And the priest, he said, it's been a hard week for the families and everything. Could you kind of remember us, the priest of the parish? It's not easy for us to go and console the families, that, there's a reason why this happened to their kids. That please say prayers for them. And, no matter what your denomination is, okay, if you could please say a few prayers, for the priests, the rabbis and any other religion, the pastors, okay, that are doing the ceremonies for the funerals, they need prayers too, and too many times, we forget what they do in the background and everything. In Sandy Hook, one of the priests, he went around with the policemen, to tell the bad news to the families, and they go home like everybody else at night, and they might not have a shoulder to cry on or something. So please remember them in your prayers and everything too. What do you have to add?
My heart goes out to the families and the little kids that survived. They're scarred for life, and I feel very bad for them. I just hope this doesn't happen again. And to the first responders, I want to give them thanks for getting there so quick and saving other lives. That probably would have been, he would have killed more people and kids if they didn't get there so fast and helped out. Thank you.
So as we hate to bring up another subject, but please just listen a few more minutes. We're reaching the financial cliff come the end of the year, and our recommendations when Lou and I was talking about it, so to President Obama, Vice President, Congress and senators, one of the things that, you're going back and forth, and I don't know if you have, Americans' best interest at heart, but sometimes you just got to go back to the textbook and see what worked in the textbook. So what I really recommend to all of you is that you go to Barnes & Noble, Amazon.com, and go get a book like this, okay? Economics for Dummies. Okay, I really think it's important that you all read this, because somewhere you're missing the boat, and you're causing a lot of people pain and misery. So if you could go out and buy this book, get on the same page, get something done to save the middle class people, okay? You know, this was a great country for a lot of years. And even, you know, during the, you know, years, like whatever happened to buying savings bonds? Why don't anybody mention that you could buy savings bonds? Lou, which worked for the New York City Transit for years, he always enrolled in payroll deduction for savings bonds. I did the same thing when I worked for Xerox Corporation. Invest in your country, because this is the only place a lot of us have to live. We can't go back to any place else. Okay, Lou, like for years, how you always told me how, you know, and helped you buy your house and other things.
$25 a week. $12.50 a week. I used to get a $25 savings bond.
Yep. So
it built up through the years. Helped me out.
I really hope, and they get interest for a long time, and sometimes with the I-bonds and things, they do very well. Okay. The only other thing, you know, as I'm talking about textbooks, and sometimes you just got to go back to the textbook. Okay, the textbook, you know, it's written, you could go back, you could correct it and things. And this I'm telling you from my heart. And every one of you Americans, and a lot of yous that have no respect for anybody else, okay, it's me first, and that's what's creating a lot of things, you know, in this country. Okay, and some people will even believe that it's acts of the devil coming about to destroy this country and this world, okay, with what happened in Connecticut. Well, sometimes you just got to go back to the textbook. So my recommendation is, everybody, go back to this textbook, the Holy Bible. Okay, they're inexpensive. Most churches, you could go buy them, you know, for a few dollars for almost nothing. But this is the textbook of life. I really recommend that you go buy it, share it with your family, read a few verses now and then, and maybe the world will start to change for the better. We'll talk to you soon. Amen. God bless America. Talk to you soon. Bye.